Meet Max Cleland, head of the VA.
I'm head of the third largest agency in the federal government. For you employers who do business with the federal government, there's a law that says you must have a plan for the hiring and promotion of handicapped people. But for most companies in this country, the best reason for hiring a handicapped person doesn't start here. It starts here.
Next time you're hiring, hire the handicapped.
Hi, Dave. Hey, what's with all the exercise? I thought you'd had diabetes for years.
Exercise is part of the treatment.
Well, doctors treat diabetes.
My doctor's got me using a treatment that's a couple thousand years old. It's simple. I keep my weight down through sensible exercise and watch calories. You know, all overweight people run an extra risk of diabetes.
Boy, am I glad I'm helping.
A message from the National Institutes of Health.
Malnutrition is never a pretty picture. In poor countries, it takes its heaviest toll among young children. Your contribution to CARE helps change that picture. Through CARE, you deliver nutritious food to children who urgently need it. Your help can make a world of difference. Please send your check or money order to CARE, 3600 Broadway, Kansas City, Missouri, 64111.
NAB, movie set 30.
If you're a business executive, you've probably only seen run-down neighborhoods like this in the movies. Yet this street and the people who live here are real. Too many of them have to make do with government handouts. That's why the National Alliance of Businessmen was formed, to work with business people like you, hiring and training the poor so that they too can become productive. If you've got jobs to give, call the National Alliance of Businessmen. Help America work.
Bandit! Come on, boy.
Tonight, you're going to give your dog a taste he's never had before. Tonight, for all the times he's waited for you, cheered you up, and played with the kids. Tonight, you're going to give your dog Hale and Hearty, the new dry dog food from Gaines. Tonight, you'll feed him the first dry dog food with 3 of the flavors dogs love best. Meat, liver, and chicken together for a special taste your dog just can't get in other dry dog foods. Tonight, he'll eat a dog food that's scientifically developed to give him the fully balanced diet he needs. Tonight, you will have a very happy dog. Give your dog new Gaines Hale and Hearty with 3 of the flavors dogs love best.
Baby Alive, soft and sweet.
It's beautiful Baby Alive, batteries not included. And here's the Baby Alive Nursery Center, sold separately, where you can give Baby Alive her drink, or change her diaper, or settle her down for her nap.
Nighty-night, Baby Alive.
Baby Alive and Baby Alive Nursery Center, each sold separately from Kenner.
I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. The things I can do with my spirograph. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. The things I can do with my spirograph.
Half
the fun of Spirograph is never knowing how it's gonna turn out.
I just don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Spirograph by Kenner.
The sky. Who has seen the clouds as they went singing by? None but the few who knew the sun by its first day. The color and some who walked among us, some who wore love like a child's smile. They touched the sky.
He's getting out. He paid for his mistake. We paid too, about 10,000 tax dollars a year to keep him there. Now he's tagged an ex-offender, and unless he gets a job, he'll probably be a repeat offender. If you're someone with a job to give, you can do something about rising crime. Have some faith in him. Give him a job.
Welcome home, Daddy. You home forever?
Forever, honey.
You'll know all about him because he's in a rehabilitation program and he's been thoroughly screened. You complain about rising crime and the billions of tax dollars used to fight it, when the best way to fight crime is with jobs. The way to get this country working is to get people working. So if you have a job to give, call the National Alliance of Businessmen. Help America work.
Kids in an old empty refrigerator. A dangerous combination. Because a child can become trapped inside and suffocate in 10 minutes. Now you find old refrigerators like this in places like this alley, on a back porch, or in a garage, or in a forgotten corner of a basement. If there's an old empty refrigerator in your neighborhood, please, take a few minutes and make it safe. Chain the door shut. Block it open. Remove the door. Or have the authorities take it away. It's better to give that old refrigerator a ride to the junkyard than a child a ride for his life to the hospital.
For a free booklet on preventing child entrapment, write AHAM, 20 North Wacker, Chicago 60606.
Air Force basic training could be your gateway to success. Your Air Force recruiter has all of the details on the training and education available to you after basic training. Ask about the new Community College of the Air Force degree program. For the location of your nearest Air Force recruiter, call toll-free 800-447-4700.
Are you using the wrong machine to soften your clothes?
I soften my clothes in the washing machine with a liquid fabric softener.
I soften my clothes in the dryer with the bounce.
My clothes come out nice and soft.
So do mine.
Well, my clothes smell clean and fresh.
Ooh, so do mine.
Well, my liquid controls static cling.
Oh, bounce controls static cling better. In fact, bounce eliminates static cling because it works in the heat of the dryer where static builds up. And you have to run to catch the rinse cycles or waste time waiting, and you have heavy bottles to carry and measuring and spilling. All I have to do is, and I'm done.
Bounce works in the dryer to soften, control static cling, and freshen more conveniently than any rinse-added liquid in the washer.
Well, I guess I've been using the wrong machine and the wrong fabric softener.
What's your size, blocks? 6-second revision 2, take 1.
A lot of your ideas about freeze-dried coffee are about to melt away. Until now, you probably thought they tasted richer, maybe because they're more expensive. But Folgers Coffee Crystals is challenging all that. In separate tests, dark, sparkling Folgers Crystals was compared to each leading freeze-dried coffee for richness, and Folgers Crystals won. That's right. Nearly everyone tasted a difference, and of those who did, most chose Folgers as richer tasting.
I took part in that test, and I thought Folgers tasted richer.
I was in that test, too, and Folgers is what I'd call a rich cup of coffee.
Try Folgers Coffee Crystals in your own home taste test and watch your ideas about freeze-dried coffee melt away. Folgers Crystals tastes richer than any leading freeze-dried coffee.
Hi, I'm Reggie Jackson. I've trained hard through the years to sharpen my batting skills. You know, a motorcyclist should train too, by taking a motorcycle rider course. A rider course will help you to develop the skills you need to ride safely. Proper equipment is important too. Always wear a helmet and protective gear when you ride. With good training and proper equipment, you'll be on your way to a great season.
Here's a toast
To those who love the sky.
The wings of America. Make them yours. Air Force, a great way of life.
Nothing will stop the U.S. Air Force.
Engine back 1/3. Get back 1/3 ice.
Left full rudder ice, sir.
Overall line.
Work on a Navy ship is important and challenging, but when we finally pull into a strange port after a couple of months at sea, home can seem very far away. That's where USO comes in. You see, USO is unique. It's a civilian agency that brings us the kinds of community services you may take for granted. Support USO through your United Way or local USO campaign. It's a new era, a new service, a new USO.
Do you know anyone who wouldn't like to get his hands on an SX-70? This Christmas, Polaroid gives you a real choice. From the deluxe SX-70 land camera, like that one, with through-the-lens viewing, to the newest Model 3 at about half the price. It has fewer special features, but in minutes you get those great color pictures. Whichever SX-70 you give, be prepared to get photographed a lot.